Hello, David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. Welcome back. Oh boy, do we have a treat for you today. There has been a celebration of 25 years of the James Bond Club Switzerland, and it's manifested itself in one of the most incredible things, without exaggeration, that I've seen online or anywhere. And you, the audience, get to watch it, which is absolutely amazing. But you have to do me a favor. Once you've watched this for the next 47 minutes or so, I need you to watch the credits. They're a lot of fun. And then after the credits, stay on this video, because I'm going to be bringing some incredibly special guests to talk about what you just saw, to talk about the journey behind what you just saw, to talk about why does the thing that you just saw exist. So you must, I'm sorry, you know something, I'm getting some sort of transmission here on my computer. Just my apologies. This is so embarrassing. Let me just see what this is all about.
To the James Bond Club Switzerland, happy 25th anniversary and love from MI6. Have a good evening.
All the members of the Swiss James Bond Club. This is your honorary patron here, MUNRO, Caroline Munro. And I played Naomi, the assassin, with Carl Stromberg. And we were in The Spy Who Loved Me, and we gave Bond a really tough time. I know it's your 25th anniversary, so I'm sending you all my love and very best wishes. And really, truly, nobody does it better. Take care.
Grüezi miteinander. I'm Joanna Lumley, and Marcus, this is my special greeting to you to congratulate you on 25 years, a jubilee of 25 years. That is quite something. Of course, it means so much to me being in the Swiss film, up in Mürren, high up in the Schildhorn, one of Blofeld's Angels of Death. Such an important part that I was just called the English girl, but I wouldn't have missed it for the world. And looking out from that great mountaintop at the Bernese Oberland and going down to Interlaken on our days off, which I seem to remember were Friday, and all the friendships we made with the other girls and the crew and the great fabulous stuntmen and the skiers. Everything about it was completely wonderful. And something that stands out and shows how much time has passed, Marcus, is that when we were there, I can remember one of the shots being stopped. They said, cut. Who was making that noise? The person making the noise was visiting the set. And it was the little girl, Barbara Broccoli, who of course is now in charge of the whole thing. So just thank you so much, all of you, for what you do for the James Bond Club Schweiz. Merci vielmals for all that. And to you all, lots and lots of love. Diese Kuss der ganze Welt. And congratulations. Goodbye.
Hi, I'm HELENA RONEE, Israeli Bond girl from On Her Majesty's Secret Service. I like to wish the Swiss James Bond Club a happy 25th anniversary and look forward to beautiful events that unite us actors and crew members and fans from all over the world to relive these beautiful moments of your lives. Happy birthday, sweetheart.
I wish to offer a special 25th anniversary greeting to the Swiss James Bond Club. It was a great pleasure to be a part of 2 James Bond films. You Only Live Twice, which I did the title for, and then On Your Majesty's Secret Service. It was especially a remembrance of my time in Switzerland at Pizza Gloria, and for the crew for the few months that we enjoyed the company of my fellow actors and actresses, especially Angel of Death. And it was delighted to have enjoyed the 50th anniversary of Your Majesty's Secret Service, which held in 2019. It's absolutely wonderful. We enjoyed meeting again and have a great time. Celebration started in Portugal and then to Switzerland, and it was a pleasure to have met some of the James Bond fans from all over the world, Switzerland and überall. Ich will, mein Schweizerdeutsch ist nicht so gut, aber ich will sagen, danke vielmals für alles und danke für all my fans. Auf Wiedersehen.
Hello, Jenny Hanley here. I played the red-haired Irish girl in On Her Majesty's Secret Service. You didn't hear me then, and you can't see me now because I can't make my camera work. I am sorry. But I didn't want to miss a chance to congratulate you all on your wonderful anniversary. I loved meeting some of you on the Schildhorn at Peace Gloria and sincerely hope that we can all meet up again in the future. So have fun, enjoy yourselves, and here's to seeing you all in MUNRO another time. Skål, cheers, na zdrowie, chin chin, and prost.
I'd like to say that it's just over a year ago since we were in Portugal. And what an event that was. Everybody from all over the world. George was on great form. Alan Ramsey was on great form. But everybody was terrific. What an event that was. I didn't want to come back. And then we flew to Switzerland. I think MUNRO is heaven on earth. That was a terrific event too. I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to be invited back. Regards to all your all the fans, and be lucky. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Liebe Mitglieder vom James Bond Club Schweiz, herzlich willkommen hier auf dem Schildhorn, Peace Gloria. Nach dem 50-Jahr-Jubiläum Schildhorn im 2017 und dem 50-Jahr-Jubiläum On Her Majesty's Secret Service im letzten Jahr ist jetzt der James Bond Club dran mit dem Geburtstag. Happy Birthday, alles Gute zum 25. Geburtstag. Wir freuen uns alle auf die nächsten 25 Jahre. Wir wünschen alles Gute und weiterhin eine gute und enge Zusammenarbeit. Und bis bald hier oben auf dem Schildhorn im Adlerhorst vom Ernest Stavros Blofeld.
Liebe James Bond-Fans, ich bin der Bernhard RUSSI. Ich bin hier in Andermatt, nicht unweit von dieser Stelle, das heisst dort hinten in Hospital, wo ich zuerst mal so richtig Kontakt hatte mit dem Dienstdesigner Majestät. Es ist zwar 51 Jahre her, aber ja, nebst dem Unfall, den ich dabei hatte, doch ein recht gutes Erlebnis. Bei dieser Gelegenheit möchte ich euch recht herzlich gratulieren zu eurem Jubiläum vom Schweizer Bond Club. Die 25 Jahre. Gratulieren euch recht herzlich und habt's gut. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao.
Hallo, ich bin der ERICH GLAVITZA aus Wien. Wir sitzen gerade da im Hotel Sacher im berühmten, essen gerade Sachertorte. Was Sie hier sehen, sind die zwei Autos. Eigentlich waren sie 25 bei On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Ich habe da die Autostunts gemacht. Mit der Cougar war das Auto von der Tracy und ich war da in Pelz gehüllt und bin da als Tracy, hab die Diana-Rick gedoubelt, auch mit ihr, die eine ganz großartige Dame war, leider sehr viel Spaß gehabt. Und ich bin jetzt auch ein Mini gefahren. Das ist dieses Auto, das haben wir umgebaut dann auf ein Kameraauto Der Willi Bogner hat da die Kameraaufnahmen gemacht auf der Rennstrecke und ursprünglich war das eigentlich mein Rennauto und ja, und das war also ein Riesenerlebnis damals in Lauterbrunnen. Wir haben das unten im Tal, unter Möhren haben wir eine Eisrennbahn gebaut unter Anleitung von Harry Salzman. Ich bin da mit ihm runtergeflogen auf die Wiesen und da haben wir das gemacht. Wir haben ungefähr 4 Wochen haben wir dort gedreht. Und der Grund war eigentlich, weil während den Dreharbeiten hat es einmal furchtbar zum Schneien angefangen. Damals, wo ich den Mercedes überschlagen habe, furchtbar zum Schneien angefangen, währenddem wir einen Tee getrunken haben im Zelt, weil es so kalt war. Dreharbeiten waren immer um Mitternacht, ja, also so minus 30 Grad. Und wir kommen raus, war der Mercedes von Schnee eingedeckt. Und da sind Lawinen runtergedonnert. Man muss sich vorstellen, das ist ein ganz enges Tal in Mühren. Eigernordwand und Jungfrau und was ich will, die alle heißen. Und da sind Lawinen runtergegangen, mussten von der Feuerwehr und vom Militär befreit werden und dann haben wir wieder weiterdrehen können. Ne? Für die, ich weiß jetzt nicht, 4 Minuten oder was haben wir gebraucht? 4 Wochen. Ne? Alles Gute, ich hoffe, ihr habt Spaß, wenn ihr es nochmal seht.
Mein Name ist Erich Nager, ich bin damals 64 beim Goldfinger dabei auf dem Set. Ich bin von Andermatt und durfte als Blumenkind in der Bondkurve stehen und miterleben, wie der Film gedreht worden ist. Es war eine sehr interessante Zeit. Wir waren eine ganze Woche dort und konnten mit der Filmcrew vieles miterleben, wie das gedreht worden ist. Wir sind auch vom Job im Rolls-Royce immer zum Set und zurücktransportiert worden. Er war sozusagen unser Betreuer oder Kindermädchen. Es war eine eindrückliche Zeit und wir sind heute in Zürich mit einer Buchvernissage, die die ganzen Erinnerungen auffrischen tut. Und bei dieser Gelegenheit möchte ich dem James Bond Club Schweiz recht herzlich zum 25. Jubiläum gratulieren. Danke.
Willkommen am Staudamm von Merfasca. Der berühmte James Bond Sprung, der Bungee Jump, nach wie vor, glaube ich, ein Weltrekord. Wir sind ungefähr 220 Meter gesprungen, also nicht wir, sondern die Stuntman. Und das war im Jahr 1995 GoldenEye, der erste Film mit dem Pierce Brosnan als James Bond. Eine Location, die wir hier in der Schweiz gefunden haben, nachdem wir diverse Staudämme mitunter auch im Ausland angeschaut haben und gesucht haben. Aber es war eine ideale Location gewesen, direkt eigentlich in der Nähe von Lokalen, wo wir die ganzen Hotels hatten, wo die Crew von ungefähr 25 Leuten untergebracht werden. Die ganzen Stunt-Leute, nochmal ungefähr 20 Personen. Und wir haben hier das ungefähr während 6 Wochen hier filmen. Ein Sprung, ein Film, nur ein paar Sekunden, aber Sekunden, die wirklich zählen. Die zählen genauso wie die 25 Jahre, wo jetzt der Bond Club Schweiz eigentlich feiern. Und zu dieser Gelegenheit ganz herzliche Gratulation. Bond Club ist sehr wichtig auch für die Leute, für unsere Zuschauer, denn nur dank der Zuschauer können wir solche Filme wie James Bond hier drehen. Und in dem Zusammenhang eigentlich nochmal ganz herzlichen Glückwunsch.
Wenn immer es um Berge, Schnee und Stunts in den Bergen geht, dann bin ich gefragt und ich musste ein Motiv suchen für Retitle-Sequence vom GoldenEye, wo das Flugzeug im Sturzflug über eine Felswand ohne Pilot runterfliegt und der Bond mit einem Bike hinten nachspringt, ins Flugzeug einsteigt und nachher davor fliegt. Und ich habe hier den Tellerstock gefunden da oben. Der hat mindestens 800 Meter überhängend sein, damit der das Motorcycle hat gefahren hat, können im freien Fall ungefähr 8 Sekunden abstürzen und nachher der Fallschirm hat gezogen. Das war das Bond-Double, das war der Jacques Malmy aus Frankreich, das war ein Basejumper. Er war sowohl aber auch ein Motorradfahrer und der hat das dann gemacht. Also vor 25 Jahren, ziemlich genau, ist auch der James Bond Club gegründet worden von der Schweiz. Ich wünsche euch zu diesem Jubiläum alles Gute. Und wir haben von diesen 25 Jahren haben wir hier am Tellistock oben haben wir der Pre-Title-Sequence getragen zum Film Golden Eye.
This is John Moreno. Earlier you saw me walking towards a wonderful Victorian building which is number 2 South Audley Street, which used to be the offices of Eon Productions in the 70s, 80s and even later. And it was there that I walked through this front door and met Debbie Williams, who was the casting director, who led me into a large room with about 30 people in there. It must have been at least 30 people, in which Cupboard Broccoli and Dana and John Glenn, and there must have been lots of technicians there. And this interview was just wonderful, relaxed, I wasn't stressed at all. And at the end I left and thinking, well, if I don't get the part, I had a wonderful time. Anyway, to get to the point, I'm here to congratulate you on the 25th anniversary of the James Bond fan club of both Switzerland and Germany. And I believe, Marcus, you were president or are president and has been for the last 8 or 9 years. And to that role you brought such enthusiasm and dedication, energy and passion. And that's what you had, passion. And 4 or 5 years ago, you invited me and John Wyman, who sends his congratulations too, of course, because he can't be here. I mean, he's alive, but he's not with me, to an event. And it was in Cortina, in Pezzo, in the Dolomites. It's where part of For Your Eyes Only was filmed. And you and your staff and your support staff and all your volunteers and the organizations was such a memorable 4 days. And over 100 fans were there, I believe. And it was just glorious, an unforgettable experience. So now I must stop speaking. I think I've been speaking too long. So Marcus, when I came out of that door, I went into that door, which you saw earlier, as John Moreno, and I came out sometime later as Ferrara, Luigi. And congratulations. And I think Luigi would like to say, what would he like to say? Hasta la vista, that's Spanish. Ciao, Marcos, and thank you very much.
Ciao Marcus, del James Bond Club Svizzera. Sono veramente contento che compiate i 25 anni del vostro club e vi auguro di andare avanti ancora non per altri tanti, ma per altri 100. Sono Giorgio della Fattoria Meneguto, un ciao ancora a tutti e l'amore.
Hey Marcus! Congratulations to you and all of your club members on your 25th Jubilee anniversary. That is a lot of passion for James Bond, the very best and the longest franchise in film history. Well, I have the same passion, and I thoroughly enjoyed coming to Switzerland to share tidbits of my favorite 007, Roger Moore. So here's what I'd like to say to all of you. Skål! Well done! And here's to another 25 years of shaken, not stirred. Oh, wait a minute. Did Roger ever say that in For Your Eyes Only? Something to look into.
Hello, Marcus, President of the Swiss Bond Society and all members of the Swiss Bond Society. And my name is Julian Glover, and all I want to do really is to congratulate you on 25 years of extreme activity on behalf of the Bond films, which are pretty good, aren't they? I must admit, I've always enjoyed them. As you know, I've been in one of them, For Your Eyes Only, which was a great gas to do, great fun, with Roger Moore playing the leading part, of course, as usual. He's such an entertaining man, and who hit, for me, the nail right on the head with his James Bond. I enjoyed playing Aristotle Christatos, because he was a really good villain. He was a real person. He wasn't someone with a false arm, a hook on his arm, or a hat that he threw, or he had any magic about him. He was just a bad boy. He was going anti-British Polaris missiles, submarines, and he was out to make as much money as he could out of the Russians, and but also at the same time supporting this young skater from America, which was a nice thing for him to do. So I was able to have a mixture of emotions in it, and I really enjoyed doing it. Bond films are, for me, absolutely wonderful because you can see the effort and the money that went into them, and you love to sit back and rejoice and see that all the beautiful sets and the surroundings, the countrysides and the mountains and the fields and the sea. You always get a marvelous feeling from each film, a different sort of feeling. Anyway, that was me in the Bond film. I have no more to say really, except to say that I cannot tell you how much we all appreciate your work in supporting Bond films and horror films and exciting films in general. So I'll now say, from my little house in London, goodbye and thanks again.
John Glen here. Congratulations on the Swiss James Bond fan club on their 25th anniversary. That's a wonderful achievement, and I first filmed in Switzerland on Her Majesty's Secret Service and have great fond memories of filming up at MUNRO. I'm sure I've met quite a few guys up there at various odd times when we come back after 50 years, after 40 years, after 25 years. So you're making a great start with 25 years. Let's hope it goes on for another 25 years. Have a good evening or a good day, whatever it may be there in Switzerland, and I look forward to returning one of these days.
Bonjour Marcus et les 25 ans du club James Bond que tu diriges avec maestria. Mon nom c'est Rémy Julienne et je suis appelé à composer les cascades mécaniques du club James Bond, et à cette occasion je vous souhaite longue vie. Et je vous dis encore une fois bravo pour ce club. Et Marcus, j'espère te voir bientôt avec tes camarades sur place. À bientôt Marcus.
Hey, ciao agli amici del James Bond Club Switzerland, Schweiz, Svizzera. Ciao. Ciao da Antonio Colli, uno dei 3 componenti della squadra di hockey che 40 anni fa in questo stadio olimpico hanno collaborato per il film For Your Eyes Only. So che fate i 25 anni di giubileo del vostro club titolatissimo, uno dei migliori al mondo, ho sentito. Vi faccio i complimenti, vi faccio una buona festa qui da parte anche degli amici di Cortina, e sono tanti. Ovviamente un ciao speciale a Marcus, Elisabeth e tutti gli amici che ho conosciuto qualche anno fa qui a Cortina. Siete veramente grandi, vi aspettiamo. Qui a Cortina avete sempre tanti amici. Anch'io sono un fedele del vostro club, come vedete, e quindi vi faccio un buon divertimento, grandi, and stay tuned. Ciao.
Bonjour à tous, c'est Olivier Schneider de Paris. Je voulais vous faire un petit coucou aujourd'hui pour vous souhaiter un bon anniversaire pour vos 25 ans. Voilà. Je vous fais une bise de loin, je pense à vous, et j'espère que dans un futur proche, on aura la chance de se retrouver tous dans une grande salle de cinéma pour assister à une belle projection de No Time to Die. Voilà. Ça a été pour moi une chance incroyable de participer à l'aventure de ce film. Il y a eu des moments magiques, il y a eu des moments compliqués, mais ça restera un souvenir inoubliable. Voilà, en tout cas, tout ce que je peux vous dire, c'est que on a tous donné le meilleur de nous-mêmes pour faire le meilleur film possible. Et je pense que on a réussi en grande partie notre pari. Voilà. En tout cas, quand je vous verrai, vous me direz si vous avez aimé, mais je pense que oui, je pense que vous serez surpris. Voilà, et ben encore bon anniversaire, prenez bien soin de vous et je vous embrasse fort. Ciao.
Joyeux anniversaire au club James Bond suisse.
Hello Marcus and members of the James Bond Club Switzerland. My name is Luciana Paluzzi. You know me as Fiona Volpe, the villainess in the 4th James Bond movie Thunderball. I want to wish you a wonderful 25th anniversary, and please stay well and be safe. Love you.
Hello, members of the James Bond Club Switzerland.
I'm Martine Beswick, and I was Zora, the fighting gypsy, in From Russia with Love, and also Paula Kaplan in Thunderball. My friend and your president, Marcus, told me that you're celebrating the 25th anniversary. And I just wanted to wish you all the very, very best for your special jubilee. And I'm hoping that at some point in the not too distant future that we get to see each other. I wish you so much love, joy and happiness. And of course, health. Stay safe. Bye.
Congratulations on the silver jubilee of James Bond Club, Swiss. Hey, good. See ya again in the near future. Japan, take care of COVID-19. Wearing a mask like me is very important. Hi. Arigato. Sayonara.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Denise Perrier. J'ai eu la chance de tourner avec James Bond, de Sean Connery, vous l'avez compris, dans ce film Des diamants sont éternels. Et je suis heureuse de vous souhaiter un très bon anniversaire pour ces 25 ans. Et je vous embrasse tous. Au revoir.
Bon anniversaire Marcus. Bon anniversaire Marcus. Bon anniversaire au club James Bond Suisse. Bon anniversaire au club James Bond Suisse. On vous embrasse et on vous dit à bientôt. À bientôt.
I have a message for you. Hi, this is Valerie Leon from The Spy Who Loved Me and Never Say Never Again. And I hear it's your 25th anniversary of the James Bond Club in Switzerland. So I'm here to wish you a very, very happy anniversary. Hope you have a wonderful time and take care, all of you. Lots of love. Valerie Leon.
Hello to all you Bond fans out there and greetings from Germany. Firstly, I hope you're all well and safe in these challenging times. That's probably the most important thing. And secondly, congratulations on your 25th anniversary. You must be so proud and happy and looking forward to the event. Yeah, as we all know, No Time to Die has been postponed again until April 21, and I'm sure we're all looking forward to seeing it on the big screen. I know I certainly am. It was such an honour and such a pleasure to be asked back and to reprise my role as Dr. Vogel in No Time to Die, and it was great fun to work with Cary Fukunaga. Very different to Sam Mendes, Inspector, but nonetheless a really, really great experience. I'm so proud and happy, and I'm looking forward to seeing it like you all are as well, I'm sure. And perhaps I'll see you at one of the James Bond events in the new year. Take care. Bye for now.
To Marcus Hartmann, the president of the James Bond Club, Switzerland, and to its members all around the world. I am Trina Parks. I was so honored to portray the character Thumper. I was the first African-American Bond woman villain in the 007 movie Diamonds Are Forever with Sean Connery as James Bond. I would like to wish you a very happy 25th Jubilee. Wish I could celebrate with you, and I wish you 25 more. Stay safe and stay well.
this is the twins from London, wishing you a very happy 25th birthday to the James Bond Club in Switzerland.
Congratulations! So many years looking at James Bond films. This is Tony and David Meyer, who you may remember from Octopussy many years ago. And we're wishing you all the best. And there's Tarbridge in the background. We thought we'd give you a little treat, a little postcard from London. And of course, we're looking forward to November,
which is no time to die.
Indeed. Congratulations to us all. And take care. And we're going to wave you off now, if I can do it without moving the camera too much. All the best. Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Dear Marcus Hartmann, thank you very much for this invitation to speak to your group on your 25th anniversary of the James Bond Club. So I'm flattered. Thank you. It's wonderful. And good luck. And it's great that you're continuing. Though it's incredible how these films seem to touch a pulse in the public. And everybody is always, so, oh, you've been in a Bond film. That kind of raises your profile somewhat. I wouldn't mind doing another one, playing another villain. But I think once you've done one, they don't often bring you back. So, all the very best to you. Thank you for that little piece of commissioning. Good luck, God bless, and nice talking to you.
To the James Bond Club Switzerland, the oldest active James Bond fan club in the world. Congratulations on your 25th anniversary. In case you don't recognize me because I'm not wearing the turban that I wore in Octopussy, my name is Kabir Bedi. You know, it's a very special honor to be part of the oldest film franchise in the world and one of the most successful. It's a very special feeling to be known by James Bond fans across the world. It's the stuff that actors' dreams are made of. So to all the people that produce James Bond films, all the creative people and technicians who made it a reality, all those who promoted it across the world, and all those who ensured it was seen in every corner of the world, and all the fans who gave it its success, I thank you. As they say in India, Jai Ho, James Bond. Wishing you all well-being.
Happy 25th to the James Bond Club Switzerland. And this is Tanya Roberts, and I just want to say happy 25th. And I hope you're enjoying life as it is. A little weird, but we're getting used to it.
So, I've been told this year we celebrate 25 years of the James Bond Club Switzerland. Hearty congratulations to the wonderful organisation. James Bond has been a part of my life since I was 8 years old, and my father took me to see the You Only Live Twice volcano set at Pinewood Studios. I've been lucky enough to have worked on some of the Bond films, but most of all, I've been lucky enough to have seen them all. They've all been very good. And to see the wonderful rise of the fan clubs and the dedicated followers that follow these clubs is very, very exciting. Very, very best wishes and best of luck to everybody at the club. Thank you.
Grüezi, mein Name ist Jack Falkner. Ich bin der Geschäftsführer der Bergbahn in Sölde. Hier seht ihr das Ice Cube Restaurant, wo 2015 im Film Spectre, das war die Höfler Klinik, gedreht wurde. Und ich war dann der Initiator, dass dieses 007 Elements entstanden ist. Und was ist das Besondere? Sie haben eine sehr schnelle Auffahrt mit zwei modernen Bahnen von Sölden von 1347 auf über 3000 Meter. Sie haben dann dieses fantastische Panorama, Ötztaler Alpen, Stubaier Alpen, Dolomiten. Sie haben natürlich diese Weltmarke Bond, einen spannenden Inhalt und es ist vor allem authentisch. Und ich wünsche euch zum 25-jährigen Jubiläum noch viele, viele Bond-Abende, Bond-Filme Musik und Spaß.
Liebe Freunde vom James Bond Club in der Schweiz, zu eurem 25-jährigen Jubiläum möchte ich euch ganz, ganz herzlich gratulieren. Passend dazu gibt es von mir eine Geburtstagstorte. Alles Gute für die nächsten 25 Jahre und toi toi toi. Euer Andreas Daniel, Darsteller im Kino-Blockbuster Casino Royale. Alles Liebe.
Hallo liebe Bond-Freunde in der Schweiz, ich gratuliere herzlich zum 25-jährigen Jubiläum. Der Banker Mendel aus Berlin diesmal. Und ja, ich freue mich, ihr freut euch, macht weiter so auf die nächsten 25 Jahre und was soll ich sagen, ich habe immer noch keine Schokolade. Tschüss.
Hi, this is Britt Eklund. You probably know me better as Mary Goodnight. I want to wish Bond Club Switzerland a very happy 25th anniversary and thank you for keeping the Bond legacy alive. And remember, Bond girls are forever.
Greetings, James Bond Club de Suiza, congratulations en su 25 aniversario, the oldest James Bond fan club in the world. Un gran logro y un gran gusto que los una a su pasión por el más grande personaje de la historia del cine, Bond, James Bond, el agente 007. Desde México, from Mexico, les envío un caluroso agradecimiento y mis mejores deseos, my best wishes. Espero poder saludarlos en persona algún día. Muchas felicidades y larga vida al James Bond Club Switzerland. Su amigo, your friend, el general Medrano, de Quantum of Solace, Joaquín Cosío.
Einen wunderschönen guten Tag, mein Name ist Götz Otto. Ich war Mr. Stamper in Tomorrow Never Dies. Und nachdem der Film ja schon ein paar Jahre her ist, muss man sagen, finde ich es großartig, dass der Schweizer James Bond Club kurz vor dem Erscheinen von Tomorrow Never Dies gegründet wurde, nämlich vor 25 Jahren. Daher meinen herzlichsten Glückwunsch zum 25-jährigen Jubiläum. Und es kann ja auch kein Zufall sein, dass in diesem Jahr das 25. James Bond Abenteuer hoffentlich, ich drücke die Daumen, noch in die Kinos kommt. Und des Weiteren hoffe ich, dass der Schweizer James Bond Club ein besseres Schicksal erleidet als Stamper, der wirklich alles gegeben hat, aber am Ende leider sterben musste. Das wird den Schweizern nicht so gehen. Meinen allerherzlichsten Glückwunsch.
Liebe James Bond Mitglieder des Schweizer Clubs, euch allen ein wunderschönes Jubiläum, das 25. wie ich höre. Und natürlich hoffe ich, dass ihr das dementsprechend feiert. Mes chers amis du James Bond Club Suisse, mes meilleurs vœux pour vos 25 ans d'existence. Toujours très heureux d'avoir pu faire un James Bond. C'est pour moi quelque chose de particulier dans la carrière d'un acteur. Greetings from Paris, as James Bond would say.
Good morning, Marcus, and everybody from the James Bond Club. I'm afraid Wendy can't be with me today, but she's back in England, and I'm actually in New Zealand, as you can maybe see from the ocean behind me. I'm out here doing a secret project, which I can't tell you what the name is at the moment. But I'm just sending you this video to wish you all the best for your video jubilee, and I wish I was with you all. And I have so many happy memories of us spending time up on Piz Gloria together. So anyway, have a great day, and Wendy sends her apologies, and I'm sending you my best wishes. And hopefully we all meet up again, maybe on the Shilton in Piz Gloria next year. We should make it an annual event. It's such fun. It's getting together and having a talk about all the old days. So have fun, everybody, and I'll maybe see you next year. Bye-bye.
Hi Marcus and everyone at the James Bond Club Switzerland. Caroline Bliss here, wishing you a happy 25th anniversary. And as Moneypenny, I would send you my Barry Manilow collection, which, strangely enough, I don't listen to so much these days. Bye.
Hello, dear Bond fans, wherever you are in the world.
This is General Koskov speaking. I congratulate you and myself with the 25th anniversary of the Bond legend, the films. And of course, the best one was The Living Daylights, as far as I'm concerned. But nevertheless, I do consider participating in that picture as a golden stamp in my acting passport. Again, I wish all the Bond fans, wherever they are in the world, I wish them a wonderful celebration, and I hope to see you within 25 years. Congratulations. Bye.
Hi everyone, Grant L. Bush here. I was honored to play Drug Enforcement Agent Hawkins in License to Kill. And I'm delighted to learn that the entire James Bond film series remains the longest continually running movie collection in history. Thanks in great part to supportive and dedicated Bond enthusiasts like yourselves and your debonair president, Marcus Hartman. Here's to James Bond Club Switzerland. Congratulations on your 25th Jubilee. Wow, that's fantastic. Here's to many more exciting adventures and good memories. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Cheers.
Hi everyone from Switzerland. I know it's the 25th anniversary of your James Bond Club that Marcus is the president of, and I'm honored to greet you and to wish you the very best and for all your support for Bond for over the years. I've got to say that one of the highlights of my career was playing a Bond villain in License to Kill, Franz Sanchez. And there are many, many lovely moments I have. I call Timothy the father of Daniel Craig, because really License to Kill was the first bringing Bond into this modern era. It was initially not accepted as it should have been. It was a good picture. And I was disappointed at the response, and still am sometimes, that I think it really gets underrated quite a bit. But as the years go by, it's getting rated more and more. And Sanchez, I have to say, is people are finding their way to Sanchez as well as Timothy's Bond.
We were on the set, that is to say, with Llewellyn and dear old Piers Brosnan, who's a lovely man to work with, such a just fun and totally competent in a day's work. It's a very pleasant process, and we were having a giggle together because Desmond was saying that he was absolutely hopeless with gadgets, and then Pierce said he was completely hopeless with gadgets, and then I said, well, I can't make anything work, I'm hopeless with gadgets. So the three of us were all absolutely hopeless, which shows that filming is all about lying and cheating, really. Anyway, you guys, I hope you go on meeting year after year after year, especially when they get rid of that tiny little bow-legged Welsh guy with the Scottish name. Not a good idea. I think Piers is much better. Anyway, lots of love, and have a fun anniversary.
A very warm hello to all you members of the James Bond Club Switzerland. Marcus Hartman's told me that it's your 25th anniversary, which is very, very special, and I really want it to be a memorable occasion. How coincidental that your 25th anniversary coincides with the 25th Bond film being completed. There must be a story attached to that. Anyway, the reason I wanted to be on here today was because in 2014, Marcus Hartman and Peter Herman invited Tanya Mallet and myself out to Zurich for the 50th anniversary of Goldfinger. And I have to say that it was a really remarkable event, and Tanya and I never forgot about it. We often used to mention it when we discussed things, and we said, what a beautifully organized event it was. It was a credit to Marcus and Peter and all the people that were behind it, and a credit to your club. It was so perfect in as much as we had the right roads from the film, we had the right vehicles, and we had a wonderful busload of dedicated fans, and of course we had perfect weather. It was a wonderful event, and I have stayed friends with Peter and Marcus ever since, and that's the reason I wanted to just play a very, very small part in your celebration, and to wish you all well, and hopefully that I will be able to come back to Zurich in the not too distant future. So have a brilliant, brilliant 25th anniversary, and hopefully one day I will see you all again soon. Bye-bye.
Einen wunderschönen Abend euch und viele Grüße aus Berlin zu eurem 25-jährigen Jubiläum, dem 25-jährigen des sehr internationalen Schweizer James Bond Clubs. Ich kann mir nicht vorstellen, dass einer hervorragenden Feier irgendein Umstand entgegentreten wird.
It's done. It seems there is a slight complication. There are a few witnesses. Of course, I'll take care of it. I'm coming to get you.
I don't think I exaggerated, did I? That was jaw-dropping, and as many times as I've seen that, watching it again with you has been so special. But as I promised you, to talk about the journey, the making of this incredible deliverable that you just saw, I'd like to welcome Marcus and Benjamin. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Hi, David. Good to see you.
Hello. Good to see you.
We have a global audience here. I'm so excited.
So are we.
So where are we calling in from? We've got Switzerland and Germany. Is that accurate?
That's
yes,
right.
That's accurate.
All right. Gentlemen, listen, we need to start at the beginning with this because I'm sure people, first of all, we have to give everybody that just saw this a little moment to relax because, you know, the first time that I saw it, I had to kind of sit there and go, did they really just get that person? Like, was that the opening? Like, how, Marcus, we have to start with you. How did this all begin? I mean, was it just an idea and it flourished?
Yeah, well, difficult because it's like it's 15 months ago, so you have to really go step back in time, and I don't want to take all the screen time just to talk about the project, but well, boy, we have been waiting so long to finally be able to show it, and I hope people will like it. But to start from the beginning, there was in the middle May 2020, when we were still in the middle of the pandemic, and I was at home and thinking, what can we do? Where can we put our time and efforts to hopefully bring something out that people might like? And I was thinking about 2021, which we are now, about our upcoming 25th Jubilee. Then, it's now, this year. So I had this idea that I might approach one or two actors and say, what do you think about the idea if you would send a short video message to for our 25th anniversary? Just say, hi, James Bond Club Switzerland, happy birthday, something like that. That was the original idea. And I thought that I might have a fair chance to get 4, 5, maybe even 7 would combine messages from people I know personally since a long time, but I had no idea if I will succeed or not. So the first thing I did, I was calling that gentleman below, Benjamin, to ask him what he thinks about the idea, because I knew right from the beginning I might be able to get some messages, but I'm not the tech guy. I have no idea how to glue them together. So I'm really, I have to admit, that's not my thing, but it's good if you know people who know how to do it. So that was the start. And maybe Benjamin can take over from here, give me a short break, how that was from the beginning, if you don't mind, Benjamin.
Not at all, no. Yeah, we got in contact quite early in that project, and I was hyped by the idea, of course, and I thought it would be difficult to get so many people together because we know how busy they are and some don't respond. But in the end, more and more videos kept coming in, and I had a vision at the beginning of how it should look like. And I approached this like I approach every Bond project. It needs to have a certain style of glitz and glamour, because that's what the Bond world is about. It's luxurious, it's glamour. So the template I used, it was not that what you see around where the videos are embedded in. That I did not create myself. It was a template that you can buy, but this was the one I wanted. And you could do so much with it. And I just took maybe 5% of that and said, okay, that's what I need for the entire duration. And that's when it started to get tricky. So you play around with this stuff. You turn on and off what you need, because there's a lot of sparkles and dust and gold and lines and a lot of stuff you don't need. That's just in the way, because the focus is on the videos themselves, on the individual messages that all these Bond stars have sent in. And from that on, it was simply to prepare the footage, to bring it into the size I wanted it. And Marcus, you said it would be nice to have a scene still of the person in character, a behind the scenes photo or something. And so I thought side by side, that would work really great. And so I hopped back and forth between Adobe After Effects and my usual editing software, Cyberlink Power Director, to do these kinds of split screens. And the last step was to put it all back into After Effects and make this 47-minute cut with a few refinements here and there. The credits were done in another program as well. So I had a software suite of 3 programs to actually do it, and some refinements here and there. And I think you see the quality in the final production. That's what a project like this needs. It needs quality, and it needs shape and form. Just putting all these videos behind each other would have made absolutely no sense. And I would not have done it in that way. And I knew I could do it. I didn't know how long it would take and how complicated it would be sometimes. But it was fun. It was a joy to do that.
The fun translates to the audience very well. And there's two things I observed. Number one, even just the two of you, kind of the opening that you just talked about. You know, Marcus, your ability to connect with people in a very authentic way and to build relationships. And then Benjamin, I've always said this for years, your high quality of production, almost like, you know, the Bond franchise itself has that level of quality and technology coming together to tell a story. That's what makes this so special, because let's face it, now that people have seen it, it's not going to spoil anything. But the beginning with, I mean, my gosh, you've got M welcoming to the very end where there's an assassin coming to kill you. It feels like a story. It doesn't feel like it's a cobbling together of slide, slide, slide. It really tells a story of these different characters, all with this underpinning of obviously the celebration and wishing, you know, the fan club an amazing 25th anniversary. So that's why it doesn't feel like 47 minutes. It feels like a moment.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel the same. Yeah. And it must be said that what the individual stars, what they sent in, what you said, what Judi Dench sent in, I mean, it's classic. Love from MI6, that had to be in the beginning. And Andreas Wisniewski, he went out of the shot. I think he cut it, and he did his hair and went back into the shot as Necros. I mean, he delivered the material to me. He delivered the story, and that had to be the end. And there is very little work on my part. Actually, it was those two who delivered the story themselves. So, and the overall quality of the content that the stars delivered was just great to work with. Fantastic.
If Marcus, I may add to those two special, I mean, it was right from it was clear from the beginning that must be the beginning and that must be the end. And I can't say how excited I am about special those two, but there are others, of course, because first of all, I was always telling Benjamin, I really hope to get, you know, the main goal was to get 25 messages for 25 years. I had no idea how to get that. And now we got even 50, which makes it even so much more special. And my main goal was always, I said, okay, I will reach out. First, you reach out to the people you know, that you're familiar with, that you know personally, because that's where you think you expect to get the first responses, hopefully. But then after time, I got a bit more brave and I started to call the right agents, friends, people I knew who were in contact with that agent, with that person. And many people told me, well, it's impossible. And I thought, okay, it might, but unless you don't try, you will never know. So I thought, if I write to so-called impossible names like Judi Dench, which I consider AAA guest that everybody knows, not only because of Bond, obviously. So I thought, if I write to 10, 20, 50 impossible guests, there might be a fair chance that one of them, or even two, might respond. And when I got that video, I mean, I think it's like 13 seconds all in all, but each second worth gold. I mean, I can't get tired to look at this message, and I'm so happy because that's something that I think nobody would have expected. The other thing, Andreas Wisniewski, who was a guest at one of our events a couple of years ago, I wrote him, I called him, and it took some time. I said, yeah, call me again in August, which I did, call me again then. And I was about to give up, and I sent him again. I really would love to have you in that video, but I really don't want to push. Just tell me, you want to do it? Then I would need to give you a deadline now, or it's called off. That should be up to you. And really 2 weeks later, he delivered that video. And I have to admit, when I saw it first time, I said, oh God, he got old. Pandemic, lockdown didn't really do well to him. I had no idea that was the whole story about. So when I got it, it's like, what the hell did he just do? And I had to see it over and over. And he actually suggested himself that that might be a good ending of our video. So there was no discussion about.
It was amazing, again, for someone that is watching it, that isn't part of this labor, and it is a labor of love, a real labor of love, that the two of you embarked upon. For me, it was almost emotional because there were so many different people I've seen, and the side-by-side was genius because it anchored my nostalgic memory with what this person was engaging today. So two things came across: the fact that these people still love the franchise, they love the fans. But for me, I kept saying to myself, you never see this person. I mean, there were several people in there that you don't see at signings, you don't see at engagements. I also love the fact this was so special to me, and I want to footnote this. As a viewer who could hardly speak English, his own language, I never got lost when people were speaking their own language because the emotion, the visual came through, and I never fast forwarded. I just sat there like this, and for some way I was able to translate. Don't ask me how. Maybe Bond is a universal language, but I loved hearing their native tongue. Obviously, that was done on purpose.
It was.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Yeah. Sorry, Benjamin.
I thought about that before we did this here. I thought, there's so much German in it. How is everybody going to understand? But yeah, obviously it worked.
It works so well.
I was even afraid when I got the Swiss contacts, the Swiss videos. I said, hopefully Benjamin know how to do the editing because there was a lot of Swiss thing. And I understand the language. I don't know how to edit, but he did a very fine job, of course. But
I really understand Swiss German really well.
Okay, so sorry. For me, it was really important, and it was one of the key elements when I approached the individual stars that I asked them, it's a Swiss club, and I said not everything should be necessarily in English, because I think that's a part of the charm actually to get these people talking in their native language. Not everything, because if you get only Japanese, you can maybe tell from the way they're talking. You think, okay, he's angry now, and
that was so accurate, Marcus.
And you haven't seen, well, that's the best interview. You haven't seen the whole video of the guy I'm talking about because Benjamin had to cut it off to keep it in shape with the other videos. But we're eventually going to show them all in longer versions or whatever. But I think it came out pretty well. And so, especially with the split screen and the name below, so what you were saying, David, even if you don't understand necessarily every language or every word, you get, I think, pretty much a good idea what it's all about.
Yeah, and what further touches me, even hearing both of you describe the whole language discussion, is this video, maybe more than most, if not anything I've seen from fans, is about ownership. Bond, we all feel like we own Bond. If you hear something in your own tongue, and there are so many different languages that you hear, you really do feel a sense of ownership of it, that you have a piece of it. So I'm glad that that's represented. I do have to ask about something in here that is a bit open-ended. And Marcus, we'll start with you, but Benjamin, I want to hear from you too, because I know this is your production. This is your editing, behind the scenes direction as well. But at the very end, just like a great Bond movie, it says the Club Switzerland will return. My question is, how the hell do you do one better than this?
Don't ask me now. We first will wait for the reactions. If people like it the way I hope they will, you can never say in advance. But I think we have something quite special here. And I just couldn't avoid when I see all the, like, not only necessarily the Bond movies, also Marvel, whatever, and will return in that. And that was just a little side note. And I talked with Benjamin a couple of days about that, and so, would you ever consider to do that again if you would know how much work it was involved? Because I had no idea. I wouldn't know today if I would be brave enough to approach Benjamin. Well, let me think. I would anyway, but And we talked about really return. Would you do that again to celebrate, let's say, the 50th Jubilee, but will be probably too old and hand it over to the next generation? Or what do you think, Benjamin? We'll still do it.
I'll be 65. I'll be fine.
Yeah, you're a young guy. I'm an old one. I think I have the same age with David. Sorry, I don't want to put you on the same age level.
No, we are.
But I'm not going to do that right away because it took a long time. It took so many months and consumed almost all free time. And I need to take care of all those things again because, you know, my family-wise, wife, they had to, okay, Marcus, here you go again. Yes, yeah, but for the Jubilee, I'm really happy and I'm so glad that we did it. I will never say no, never say never, but maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week, but ask me again in a couple of years.
I will, and I'm sure many people will. And Benjamin is somebody that, you know, took all this, which could have been, like you said, disparate, you know, one thing after another, and just it takes you along for this journey and ride. I'll ask you a question. You know, did you ever have to make a choice, and it sounds like you may have, of something maybe, as they say, hitting the cutting room floor, you know, or maybe whittling things down?
I tried not to. I tried to use as much of the material as I possibly could. Of course, there were limitations, like Norman Wanstall, I think, the video that was there was a 7-minute version and a 12-minute version. That would have been almost half of the video. So I cut it down a little bit. Sometimes you see where cuts were made, but I tried to be as professional that you don't see it. Robert Darby needed to be shortened a bit. I think John Cleese as well. But in agreement with Marcus, he came up with the idea to release some of them throughout the Jubilee year as long versions on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube later, so that you have something throughout the year, which was, of course, delayed by the pandemic because the event date on where the initial film would be shown was pushed back so far into this year that we only have the fourth quarter left. But we have produced long versions, so actually, no, nothing was left on the cutting room floor, I think.
And I will tell the audience watching here, there is only one place where you can see these long version, and it ain't here. We're going to put links below, but you'll see the Facebook links, but mostly the YouTube links to the Swiss Fan Club Switzerland, and that's where you can watch all of these amazing nuggets. And you're going to be, correct me if I'm wrong, you're going to be slowly releasing them. It won't be all at once, right?
We haven't decided yet how we will do, but I think not everyone at the same time, maybe once a week or well,
I like it.
However we feel like, yeah.
Yeah, I think all the way up to December, we have so many months from the event date. And I think when you start, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks after the event date, you have the whole fourth quarter left.
Yeah.
So all through autumn and Christmas time, there is always something to be seen. I mean, we don't have that many videos, but I'm still actually producing some of them, so I can still. What did we have? We have Toshiro Suga, I think, that still has to be embedded into this system and be prepped for release. So this is something I still do now in the summer holidays. So this project is far from over. It's still being worked on. It's a work in progress. Yeah.
It's actually there are 50 videos in that official Jubilee video, but we get 3 more. The last one I just got like 10 days ago, I think, and I just sent it to 1 week ago, and which will be perfect for our opening on the event itself, because it's just so great and warm and enthusiastic. So that's great. But I promise, every time I got a new video, I was so excited, but at the same time, I'm saying like, Benjamin, I'm sorry, I got a new one. Yeah, come on, send it in. So, yeah, but it might be more work. Send it in. So, okay, I promise I won't approach more people unless that and this, but...
I guess it's like when Daniel Craig is asked if he wants to do another Bond movie, the second the last scene rolls and he goes, I'd rather something with my wrist, right? So it's that attitude. But gentlemen, I will publicly thank you. And I know that it takes a village, that you all put your incredible skill sets to the test here. You all put an amazing amount of time. Your family, in many cases, your friends were very forgiving. But because of that, we have this incredible product that we can go back to from time to time. So even though it's a 25th anniversary Jubilee celebration for your club, the rest of the Bond community can really benefit from it. So thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having us. Yeah,
thanks
pleasure.
for having us.
Definitely.
It was really, if I just my head, the way we were discussing that before, that the original project, yes, it was for the members of the club to hopefully present something special. But as I thought it's something so nice, I really want to share with everybody who might be interested to see it, because we are not that egoistic. It's nice to share, and hopefully they like it the way we like it.
It's a mantra.
It's too good. It's too good not to be seen by everybody.
It is too good. And it's a mantra, that whole idea of sharing. Sharing what you have created is a mantra the Bond community can embrace. So thank you so much, gentlemen. And I'm sure at some point when you have a chance to relax, we'll all be pressuring you to do the next one for sure. But there are links galore below. And thank you so much, Marcus, Benjamin. And of course,
Thank you.
This has been David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. We'll see you all real soon. Take care.
Bye.
Thanks for watching this episode. If you want to be up on the latest from the Bond Experience, just click on this subscribe and subscribe to our channel. You're going to get all the latest and greatest information, plus some exclusive content. And by the way, speaking of content, here's something especially for you, just because we know you. Talk to you soon.